Good morning, Web Spiders, for take 2 of Tuesday, April 19th morning announcements. I did have 4 bucket fillers that I mentioned in the first round of announcements. Happy bucket filler to Jesse Clemens from Mrs. Taylor and Mrs. David for filling their buckets by working hard, making good choices, working and staying focused, and doing it right. Happy bucket filler goes out to Gabe Barone Martinez from Mrs. Taylor. Gabe fills my bucket when he shows self-discipline, responsibility, and exhibits kindness to peers, younger students, and staff members. Way to go, Gabe. Happy bucket filler shout out to Liliana Martinez from Mrs. Taylor. Liliana fills my bucket daily. She works hard, is kind and supportive with her classmates, and she is responsible. Way to go, Liliana. And this goes out to Brooklyn Burdine. You're never going to believe why she got a bucket filler. Mrs. Taylor says that Brooklyn fills her bucket because she read, quizzed, and passed all 14 BookBeat books in just a couple of weeks. She then rolled right into a new series and is working hard. So proud of our bucket-filling kiddos. Makes us a bucket-filling school, so it's just pretty exciting. Today is the 19th. We do not have any birthdays in the web, believe it or not, but I have a lot of studio guests. But before we do that, I bet you guys know what Thursday is now, don't you?
Yeah.
What's Thursday, Abby?
Thursday is when we have the McDonald's where everybody can come with your parents or grandparents not having to cook.
That's right. Mom, Dad, grandparents, they don't have to cook on Thursday night. You don't have to cook on Thursday night. You can come to McDonald's anytime from 5 to 8. Just eat dinner. Or let's say you have a softball or a baseball game that night or a soccer game. You can come after your soccer game and either have a late dinner or get an ice cream cone or some kind of a dessert before you go home, okay? But from 5 to 8, I'll be there. Mrs. Rainierson, Mrs. McLean, our teachers. Well, your teacher will be there. Ask your teacher if she's going to be there on Thursday night. And again, that's from 5 to 8. I have got a prize for every student who shows up. Every kid that shows up, every Web Spider gets a prize. So come to McDonald's between 5 and 8 on Thursday night. I think your teachers had you put a sticker in your agenda yesterday,
Yeah.
okay, to remind your parents. But you can remind them tonight. You can remind them tomorrow night, and you can remind them Thursday when you get home from school. Go to McDonald's. Just by buying your dinner that night, McDonald's will give us part of that money back. So it's a fundraiser for Webb Elementary. So Webb will give us, McDonald's will give us part of the money we spend at McDonald's. We'll give it right back to us. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm going to let my friend Xander step right in here. Xander's doing some autism awareness with us this month. So what do you have to say today, Mr. Xander?
My brother has autism. People with autism are different in some ways, but the same as you and me in other ways. We all get our feelings hurt, and we all feel left out sometimes. The bottom line, we should show kindness and respect to everyone.
Cool. Kindness and respect to everyone. Because just because people are different doesn't mean you can't be friends with them, right? No, we should be friends. We should want to learn what makes them different and accept them just the way they are, right? Okay, perfect. Thanks, Xander. At this time, if you'll stand and push your chair in, let's have a moment of silence. And now for our pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, I have to say, I saw that the buddy bench, almost every time I went outside yesterday, the buddy bench was empty, which is a very good sign. And the reason for that is if the buddy bench is empty, that means kids have someone to play with and something to do. Now remember, if you've looked around the playground and you don't see an activity that you feel comfortable playing by yourself, you can go sit on the buddy bench. But remember, the first person that comes up to you and asks you to go do something, you have to go. That's one of the rules of the buddy bench, okay? So if you sit on the buddy bench, that means you're willing to play with anyone who extends an invitation. And so the rest of you boys and girls, if you see one sitting on the buddy bench, step out. Invite him to come play with you. You might just make a new friend, okay? So it kind of helps both of you. And guess what happens? If you help someone on the buddy bench or someone helps you if you're on the buddy bench, guess what happens? It fills your bucket. Your bucket gets all full. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's do our web creed. Here we go.
I am a member of the Webb family. faculty. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will always say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best.
I will discuss and listen actively. I will respect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make
West School a place where everybody is somebody special.
You are special. We want you to have a terrific Tuesday in the web, and
Make sure you're doing it right.
have a great day.